my house.
Tommy.
Guys, today's live eviction process came with a big difference. It came with a twist. So for the first time in the history of Big Brother Naija, housemates were evicted in the very first week, first live eviction show. So before we get into the rundown of today's live eviction show and the events and everything that went down tonight, allow me to introduce myself. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl, Peace Samuel, and this is Bible Peacey. You all are especially welcome to my YouTube channel. So tonight's live eviction show started with the highlights of this week from the moment the housemate got into the house till today. So the show kickstarted with Ebuka congratulating the winners of the head of house, custodians, as well as those that won the immunity challenge. He then went further to ask about the Mbadwe twin pair, their reign as head of house, how it's been so far, and the altercations they had with several housemates, several pairs. The altercation he had with Chinwe and then Wani, and they had to join in at some point because of course it's a twin during the party. They had said it wasn't that serious, it's not that deep, that they didn't feel any heat like Ebuka had said, and they've squashed it out and it's all well and done, which was a very smart answer to give because you don't want to get on anyone's nerves right now. So Ebuka had gone further to ask Michky of the radical pair why he had broken down in tears after their wager tax, and then Michky had explained that it was just all up in his feelings. It was mixed emotions from his experience so far with life and all of that, because as we all know, Michky has this big physique, like he's huge, and because of his physical appearance, he kept getting the impression that he's a bouncer, as against him being a contemporary dancer. So he was just so excited that he has come this far. He has gotten this kind of big platform to showcase his dance, to showcase his talent, which he has always loved doing. He said it that dancing is his first love. He really loves dancing, contemporary dance, and dance as a whole, like in general. So it was really in tears because of this, and we all know Big Brother is a very huge platform to showcase whichever talent God has given you. So that's what it was on about. So he went further to explain to Ebuka that because of his size, he kept getting basic job opportunities of him being a bouncer instead of him being a dancer because of his weight and his size. So earlier this week, Biggie had announced to the housemates that aside from the custodians and the immunity winners, every other housemate were up for possible eviction. And then viewers were to vote for their faves, in which the bottom four with the least vote will be automatically up for possible eviction. Ebuka then announced the bottom four, which comprises of the Radicals, Streets pair, Tammy pair, and also the Checkers pair. Biggie had then instructed the housemates that they were to go into the diary room and vote for the pair they no longer want to be in the house. But before then, he had instructed the Ndi Nne pair that it was time for them to check the custodian box and to see the content and to carry out the tax. So a ninja had walked into the house with the key to open the box, and they had opened the box and they had found this writing inscribed on a piece of paper with the save only inscription. Biggie had then told the Ndi Nne pair that they had 20 seconds to deliberate on the pair they would like to save out of the four pairs that were up for eviction. And they had gone further to save the radicals. We could all remember that in my previous video, I had stated that the radicals and the Mbadwe twin, they had a tie during the head of house challenge tax that they did. So the Ndi Nne pair had been called upon by Big Brother to pick who they wanted to be their head of house, and they had picked the Mbadwe pair as opposed to the radicals pair. So it is only safe for them to save this radicals pair, to return the favor, not like a favor per se. They don't owe them anything, so it's only safe for them to just nominate this radical pair, since the Mbadwe pair are already saved from possible eviction. So Biggie then told the housemates to go into the diary room and nominate who they wanted to leave the house. But before then, he had told them that they had the opportunity, they had the chance to conspire amongst each other who they actually want to kick out of the house. So the housemates went further to vote, and the vote went as follows.
Of the nominated pairs would you like to evict?
Tammy.
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 We pick Tammy.
Checkers.
Freeze. Tammy.
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 At the end of the vote, the Tammy pair got evicted, and we all know the reason why they got evicted. Of course, Damilola's attitude put a target on their backs, regardless of the fact that she tendered an apology to the entire house, but I think it was already too late. So Ebuka had further mentioned to the housemates that they are here as pairs, but then some of them are not really doing anything in the house. They are just chilling, thereby leaving all the work for their partners to carry the pair on their shoulder, which wasn't really nice. So he had advised them that they should do better. He then bade them good night. Biggie then announced to the housemates that they had an hour to prepare for the custodian challenge. We all know by now that the custodian challenge is usually on Sundays. So Biggie had announced to the housemates that they had an hour to prepare for this challenge. So for the custodian challenge, both members of the pair were to play the game, one as a fetcher and the other as a guardian and an assembler. Whatever the fetcher fetches out from the pool that has a lot of balloons with screws underneath, the fetcher on one end and the assembler on the other end, with a pool dividing them. The fetchers were blindfolded by the ninjas and given a fishing rod with magnets attached to it. So they were to use the magnet to attract the knots, the screws that were deep down in the pool and were covered with balloons. This game is as confusing as it can be. We were confused, the viewers were confused, the players were confused as well. At some point, I even think Big Brother would be confused as well, because when they started this game, the entire place was so rowdy, it was so noisy, it was so rough. The players were to fetch the nuts from the pool and pass to their partners who were their assemblers, and they were to, as the guardians as well, and they were to assemble the nuts. And the first pair to finish assembling the nuts emerged as the custodian of this week. And at the end of the game, the streets pair emerged as the custodian of this week. They emerged the winners. The streets pair were so excited, guys. Like, even me, I was excited for them, because when we checked the votes, how viewers voted, we realized that Checkers had the highest votes with 5.12%, followed by the Radicals. They had 4.81%, and next were the streets pair. They came second to the last. They had 4.58%. Then lastly, the Tammy pair, they had 2.21%. They had the lowest. So even if the housemates had not voted out the Tammy pair, the viewers already voted out the Tammy pair by their vote. So it is safe to say bye to them. They are out of the game and out of the race for 100 million naira. The streets pair were so excited because it is safe to say for this season of Big Brother Naija, the custodian position is the position that every housemate is dreaming and wishing for currently, because they are in the position to nominate and they have the veto power to do anything regarding voting and all of that. They have the veto power to, they can save, they can influence votes, they can nominate who they want to save, and they can also nominate who they want to leave the house. We don't know, but then the custodian position is the best position for any housemate to be in right now, aside the head of house. The head of house for this season, it is, as aside from the fact that they're going to enjoy the head of house condo, that's the only benefit of being an head of house, and you would get to rule the housemates. You don't have immunity. Oh. The head of house for this season does not come with immunity. So custodian position is what every housemate is fighting for currently. So let's not be surprised to see the first ever head of house to be evicted in the history of Big Brother Naija. It's going to happen in this season because the head of house, they don't have immunity. So if a pair that the viewers outside the house don't like emerge as head of house, they might go home. We don't know. So let's not be shocked. Anything can happen this season of Big Brother Naija. So let's see how it goes. Lest I forget, guys, immediately the nominated housemates up for possible eviction, the housemates with the least votes, were announced by Ebuka. We could see Onyeka. She burst into tears. Guys, should I tell you what I think about that? That was a strategic tears. I don't know if it was actually real, probably in her feelings, emotional and all of that. But me, personally, I don't believe those tears, because from the beginning of Big Brother, this season of Big Brother, when Onyeka was coming into the house, she had said if it was for her to cry away to the finals, she was going to do it. If you cry, she will cry times 2, times 10 safe. Any strategy you try to play, she will steal it and use it to play the game. So we don't know if it's actually a strategy, if she was trying to, you know, mess with the housemates. She was trying to play emotional blackmail. We don't know, but she started crying, and then the housemates started consoling her. So in a way, it kind of worked for her. But aside from the fact that it worked for her and it changed some of the housemates, some, not all, some of the housemates' decision, it kind of influenced their decision to keep them in the house. We also know that she's kind of loved in the house as well, because she's friendly with almost everybody, and I don't think she has had issues with anybody if she has stepped on anybody's toes yet. So let's see. And this is where I hold it for tonight. Guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my videos, turn on post notification bell button to be amongst the first set of people to see my videos each time I post a new one. Also, like my videos, thumbs my video up, comment your thoughts down below, and share my videos to family and friends. Good night, guys. See you all on the next one. Mwah! All my love, guys. Juices. Peace and love.